Hello and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us this Sunday, the 20th June, final day, of course, of our members event, which has been hugely exciting. I'm sure you by now know all about this, but in case if you are just joining us for the first time, it is brilliant. For all of our club members, double points right across all of the shows. Free gifts as well, which are different each and every day if you spend £10 or $10, plus loads of 3 for 2s on things like your paper, your cardstock, your adhesives, and also across your Gemini machine accessories as well. So plenty to get your teeth into today, and it is the softer side of life, and of course it is Father's Day as well, so a very happy Father's Day to all of the dads. And I tell you what, we have got an unbelievable show lined up for you. It's the first Softer Side of Life show I have done for absolutely ages, and it's going to be an absolute corker. And the last time I saw this particular lady, she was boogieing away in Studio 2 to the crafty cabana. It's Bernie. She was dancing just like this. Hey!
I'm missing my featherboard, Ben. I can't believe that was the last time that we worked together.
What was that, about 6 weeks ago?
It was ages ago, wasn't it? Now, I've got that song back in my head.
Oh, you're welcome.
I've just got rid of it.
Have you found any newfound stardom since then? You know, have you been stopped in the street for autographs and new record contract maybe?
No, I'm waiting on a few answers, so we'll see.
Good. Good.
Meanwhile, I will stick with the softer side though. Ben, like you say, we've got some fabulous stuff coming up. Again, from me, happy Father's Day to all the fathers who are watching, and happy Father's Day to you, Ben, as well.
Oh, thank you so much. My wife said her and the kids had sorted me out a nice treat for Father's Day. They sent me here.
Oh.
Lovely. But you know, who else would I want to spend my Father's Day morning with but you, Bernie?
Exactly. And we've got loads of stuff coming up. I'm going to be playing with our shape cutters, which I absolutely adore. I mean, look at this.
Oh, yes.
Look at this. This is like a friendship braid sort of pattern, but it's actually half hexagons. And we can do that with the shape cutters. So we've got those. Now, another thing, we've had the machine feet on before, Ben, but we never get a lot of time to spend on them. So I whinged and moaned a little bit like I normally do and got them on the show. So I'm doing a full section on all of the machine feet. I'll demo some of them and I'll go through the others and explain what they actually are and what you do with them. And we've also got our little friendies back.
Yes.
I love them. Our little builder buddies. So we've got those as well, and loads more. And, oh, hang on, we haven't mentioned it, new fabric.
Oh,
Again, I love it when we get new fabric on, Ben. It's gorgeous. You've got it all over there, haven't you?
I certainly have. As I say, so much to look forward to. Looking forward to showing you all those characters. Looking forward to showing you all of this new fabric. But eagle-eyed viewers may well have seen to my left-hand side. You might be like, what's that? What's that there? What's that thing? Ooh. Mystery bag. I got to tell you, I don't know if this is the first one. This is the first soft craft mystery bag that I have done. And is it the first one, Bernie?
It's the first one, yeah, as a proper mystery one.
Yeah? Yeah,
first one. So no teasers, Ben, surely.
Well, here's the thing. I always get in trouble one way or the other because we've got the kind of side out there who don't want to see what's in the mystery bag because they want it to be a mystery. But then we've got the side out there as well who'd like to see what's in the mystery bag. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the details now, and as we head through the show, I might reveal a few of the items that you're going to get in your bag. What I will say straight off the bat is this. You're going to get the bag with 50 bonus points, which is phenomenal. And the value in this bag, again, is just off the chart. It's worth over £92, over $120. Look at the price you're getting it home for today. £30 or $40. Platinum members, that comes down to £24 or $32. It also, of course, this mystery bag qualifies you for your free gift today as well. You just need to be in and grabbing this. If you love your soft crafts, which you obviously do because you're watching us here on Softer Side of Life, you need to be grabbing this collection. We are looking busy for this already. Do you want a little sneaky peek as to one of the items which is already in here? Should I do it now? What's this? Bag making die just thrown in there. Look at Bernie's face. Look at her face.
That's That's the bag price.
That's
it, yeah.
30 quid?
Yeah, 30 quid. 29.99, give or take.
So,
yeah.
this is in here. I can tell you there's another one.
Don't do it, Ben, don't do it.
There's at least another 6 items in there, right? There's one which has really caught my eye, but for now, that is all I am going to show you. But that's the bag price alone, and there's loads of other goodies in there. What I will also say, just to mention, if you do buy more than one bag, you will get duplicates. However, that is not such a bad thing, of course, you know, particularly if you're looking for present ideas, or maybe you just want more than one of each thing, but you will get duplicates. But grab in and get those, because they will disappear very, very quickly indeed. Now, we've also got on the show new fabric for you as well. Whoop, 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 whoop. From Dashwood Studios, a brand new collection of fabrics which I think you are going to absolutely love. And let's go through all of these. And actually, Bernie and I were chatting before the show, and the thing about these is you've got lots of florals on here, lots of birds and butterflies, and we know how much you love all of these sorts of designs within your craft. So we've got your Nature's Black to start off with, absolutely stunning, as you can see. Now, I'll unfold these just a little bit, but for those of you who know me on softer side, I'm not very good at folding them back up again. So I'll just leave like here. It's $6.99 or $10.49. That's the price per half metre. Bernie, these are gorgeous, aren't they?
They are beautiful. And that blue is stunning. It's like a really rich navy, but it just makes all of those other colours pop. And they go so well together as well.
Yeah.
So it's sort of muted, but it isn't, if that makes sense. So they really do go. Actually, they go quite well with my top.
Oh, yeah, they do actually.
I'm coordinated accidentally. But yeah, they are stunning fabrics, Ben. I'm going to be using them throughout the show as well. So.
You've also got not just the Nature's Black, but the Nature's White. Again, I love this. I mean, again, just having that white background makes the colours really pop off there with all the gorgeous flowers and the birds on there too. Again, $6.99 is your price per half metre, or $10.49. Then we've got your floral birds, and again, like Bernie's saying, do you know what? You've got the theme running through here, haven't you? If you wanted to, you know, kind of mix and match these up, you can, because they all work absolutely beautifully together. Again, love the design on that, and the colour coming through there is stunning. Next up is your bird's blue. And again, with this one, slightly different. What's the style of this one? There's a name to it which is not quite coming to the front of my mind, which Bernie, you might know.
Is it, well, there is a thing called red work, where it's like a line art sort of thing, but it's all in, you'd normally have a white or a cream background with red stitching. There's also black work as well. That's like sort of the negative of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it looks a bit Japanesey as well, like sashiko sort of style.
That's it.
It looks a bit like that as well with the colours. And traditionally, that is a blue background with a white thread.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the one, but it's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, you could, if you've got like some metallic fabric paint or pens, you could actually colour that in. Because you can buy fabric that you colour in on, but it's usually white with a black outline. So that one, you could even hand embroider with your threads as well. Oh, that's
seriously?
an idea, isn't it? Yeah. And even if you, say you did, say you made a little book cover and just embroidered one of the birds.
Yeah.
And sort of, well, I want to say fussy cut it, but place it so the bird was on like the bottom corner. So say this was your book here, and the little bird was on the bottom corner. You could just embroider that, and then that would pop and make the rest of the fabric pop. That's a good one, isn't it? I love that one.
I tell you what did you have for breakfast today?
Well, I know.
The ideas are flowing already. This is unbelievable. It's flying, the bird's blue, flying. We've also got 2 more lovely collections to show you. Next up, the dandelion pink. I mean, again, how gorgeous is that? I love that colour, that pop of colour coming through again. And the bouquets of flowers and the little dandelion clocks there as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, £6.99 or $10.49 per half metre. And then finally, oh, come on. Just when you thought it couldn't get better, the butterflies. I mean, which is your favourite within that collection? I think that one might be mine, actually. All of those different butterflies on there. I wish I could name them all, but I can't. Where's
I can't.
Where?
I only know a Red Admiral and a Cabbage White.
Cabbage White, yeah.
And I don't think either of them are on.
No, I don't think so.
I was trying to name some of the birds on the other one, but I'm not sure. I'm not. I know what a robin looks like.
Yeah, he hangs around with Batman. If there's any, he's got a mask, hasn't he, and a little cape. Any lepidopterists watching, if you can let us know what these are, then that's great. That's a big word, isn't it, for a Sunday morning? Lepidopterist. It's probably not the right one, but sounds good. The butterflies, $6.99 or $10.49 on the half metre. If you're platinum, $5.59. Or $8.39. These will fly. The fabric always sells out, so get in and grab it nice and quickly. And remember, just as a little reminder for you, is our members event, double points on everything as well. Now, next up, if this isn't enough for you that we're giving you all of these amazing deals, you're probably thinking, give me more. All right, what about a buy one, get one half price deal? We can do that for you. We can do that for you. We've got this deal available for you on your shape cutters. All right, so we've got a full collection for you here. Basically, pop one into your basket and you can get the second one half price. So if you've got your rotary cutter, your cutting mat, you are away. Great for your hexagons and your half hexagons here, of course. $19.99 or $24.95. And if you pop that one in, you can then get this one for half price. It's entirely up to you, mix and match. You've got your 45-degree diamond shape cutter. Again, £19.99 or $24.95 for your diamonds, for your isosceles triangles. And on top of that, we've got your 60-degree diamond shape cutter. Again, this one for your 60-degree diamonds and your equilateral triangles. $19.99 or $24.95. Again, you could get that half price if you've already bought another one. If you're after a shape cutter for your tumblers, again, all of the popular shapes here, again, £19.99 or $24.95. Again, 20% off that if you are a platinum member. And again, a must-have if you have not got this already, if you're building up your soft craft armory, this is your circle shape cutter again, for doing all of the different shaped circles from a 4 up to a 9-inch, and of course your half circles as well, your semicircles at £19.99 or $24.95 is the deal on that. But remember, as I say, if you pop two of those into your basket, you'll get the second one half price, which is just brilliant. So many great deals. So fill up your baskets, get checking them out, and let's get over to our Bernie, who is going to inspire us with some lovely demos. Where are we starting, Bernie?
So definitely with those shape creators, I'm just going to show you a couple of samples first. You mentioned that tumbler bed. Now, when people first start doing patchwork and quilting, they'll often sew squares together, which is great, and that gets you good practice on getting your seams meeting and everything, so that's great. Another one to then move on to is the tumbler. Because if I show you this here, if I lay this out, it's actually, you're joining on an angle, but you're still joining in a row, and then you're joining the rows together again, and then obviously it's whichever way you put your fabric is going to change your design. So the tumbler's a really, really good one to do. And then one of my favourites, and this is one of my favourite designs, I need to make one of these quilts and I haven't yet, and I'm sure a few months ago I mentioned that I would promise that I would make one eventually. Don't know when I'm going to start it. This is called, this is the 60-degree
look at that.
diamond, and this is the tumbling block. Look at the effect.
Looks like they're popping off the screen.
Yeah, so you have a light, medium and a dark, and that gives you that effect. If I hold this up in front of me, Ben, you'll see the full effect. Let me get this, let me get it up, not upside down. There we go. Look at that.
Oh, that's making my eyes go funny. That's phenomenal.
Stunning. Now, Marie made this in the team. It's absolutely amazing. And that's with the 60-degree diamond.
That's unbelievable.
Stunning, isn't it?
I
absolutely.
really
and that
like
just shows you how your choice of colours denote what your design or what your project's going to turn out like. But the first one I'm going to start with is circles, because I love a circle, and I think, especially if you want to do something quite modern as well, you know, doing all the different circles like this, and actually, you can actually cut a hollow circle as well with the cutter. So I'm going to show you how we do that. It just makes, you know, it just lifts something and makes something more modern, because a lot of people will think of patchwork and quilting and think, oh, it's old-fashioned and, you know, it's not for young people. It's surprising how many People of all different ages will do it. Having these tools is great because what these do is we've thought about all the sizes for you, the accuracy. Because you're cutting through a channel on them, when you see them, that's helping you as well. So if you ever worried, if I pop it that way, you'll be able to see it better. You've got all channels here where your blade goes into. So if you're worried about when you're cutting, you wobble, you can't wobble with this because your blade's sitting in that groove as well. So let's show you how they work. It's the easiest one. Now, I've got my A1 mat on my table because I always have that on the top, but I've also got my A2 folding mat.
Yes.
Now, I've cleaned my A1 mat today because it was looking a bit grubby. I should have done my A2 as well. And I just used our stick away.
Oh, yes.
And a bit of kitchen roll, and it cleaned it up lovely, but I need to do this one.
Bottom of the screen, the AT folding mat and your rotary cutter as well. You get the replacement blades free with that as well, apparently. $29.99 or $29.95 is the deal on that one. Sorry, Bernie.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So, yeah, you get a blade in the cutter itself, and then you get extra ones as well.
Yeah.
So as long as you look after them and just stick to cutting fabric and don't cut with pins, anywhere near pins, because that can ruin a blade. They will last you for quite a while. Oh, I've got this dandelion fabric here. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Ben, you weren't here, but I was, and we had some other dandelion fabric on, and it went like that.
Like what?
It was like that. It was so quick, because this is a really, really on-trend design. This one. This is a different, still dandelions, but a different type of design, but it's absolutely stunning. Right, so what I'm going to do is I want to cut a full circle. So I've got my fabric and I've just folded it in half like that. And when we look at the actual cutter, there's a couple of lines on here. One's a solid line that says placement line, and then underneath, 1/4 of an inch away, is a dashed line, and then you've got your inch sizes for what you're going to do. If you want to cut a full circle, you want to place your fold on the placement line. Now, you don't need to remember me telling you that, because on the back of the packaging, it gives you all that information.
Gotcha.
So if you want to cut a full circle, a half circle, or you want to cut 2 half circles to join them together, you're going to add that 1/4 inch seam on, which is what that dashed line's for. So we give you that on the packaging, so you know you've got it. But we've also got videos as well that you can go in and
plenty.
And view. We have loads, don't we? So I'm going to cut a 7-inch circle. So what I'm doing is lining the fold of my fabric along that placement line. I'm just checking that it is going to fit on my fabric. And then I'm going to take now the 28mm is better for the curved ones.
I was going to ask you about that because there's different depths of blade, isn't there, of the rotary cutter. So what's the difference and which ones would I use for what?
There is. So for a curved one and for smaller pieces, the 28's better because you've got more intricate movement with it.
Okay.
Now, you could use the 45mm in the bigger couple sizes of these, but I tend to just stick with the 28. So what I've done is I've cut so far around, as far as I could go, that was comfortable. I'm not going to cut towards me, because with a rotary cutter, you don't want to really bring it towards you. But I've left my A2 mat folded, because what I'm going to do is turn the mat. I'm not turning my fabric, I'm not turning the shape cutter, because I don't want to disrupt anything. And then I'll go back in, make sure I'm on the same line, and then I can cut the rest. Okay, and then when I take it out, oh, just got a little thread there. I think, do you know, I can't remember the last time I changed the blade in this. I don't think I ever have, but it's lasted me a long time. There was one little snag there, but there we go. And there you've got your full circle. Now on that quilt, I just showed you earlier, it had that like a band, circle band. So let's do that. So I'm going to line it back up. And we want quite a wide band. So say I'm going to cut the 5. So again, I've lined the fold up on the line. I've got so far. I'm then turning that back in. And you can see that that blade is not going anywhere else apart from in that groove.
Yeah.
So now I've got a 5-inch circle, but I've also got...
Oh, look at that.
That inner circle as well.
Brilliant.
So you can see there, that's how you can start getting all of those different shapes. And all of these shape cutters are the same principle. They all have that placement line on and the dashed line on for the 1/4 inch seam allowance.
Yeah.
So what I thought was I'd make a quick little something with the Hexagon.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, so I'm using here the plain, Threaders plain fabric. I love this. This is the sky blue. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Got plenty of this on the show as well for you. All the individual colours. I think there's 17 individual colours on the website, and we've got a fat quarter bundle available for you as well with all of the 15 colours aside from the black and the white. So it's entirely up to you which way you want to go.
There's loads of, and you can never have enough plains. You really can't. Now, I've pre-cut quite a lot of these in the new fabric.
Oh, yes, you have.
It's
Proving
lovely.
very popular.
I'm just trying to remember which size I cut. There we go. And I just need to cut one more blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a quick little placemat with hexagons. But I'm only going to do one round of stitching, Ben. Dead easy. Dead easy. So again, I'm doing that same principle. But with this one, because you haven't got a continuous curve, what happens is it goes up to here. The groove is sort of over the line because you want to get your blade through, and then you're going to cut along the top. Now with this one, you can either turn the board or you can just shuffle along your work area.
Yeah.
But I'm going to turn the board there because I want to make sure that I'm cutting comfortably up the other side. And there we have...
Hey, how easy was that? Perfect.
A perfect 8.5-inch hexagon.
Brilliant.
Absolutely perfect. Right, and then these pieces here, you're going to keep these pieces because you can cut smaller ones or small triangles because you've got the triangle cutters as well.
Yeah.
So you're not really, that's going to be my only waste really, that little bit of scrap. Right, so let's get this mat out of the way. I've made a mess already and we haven't been on that long. Doesn't take me
I tell you what, it looks tidy over there compared to some of the mess I see over the other side of the studio. Some of them, Debbie Robinson, very, very messy. Very messy.
You'll be getting in trouble. You'll be getting in trouble, Ben. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a piece of pretty fabric. And then I've cut 6 hexagons, all in the different...
the
fabrics. So I've got these 3. Yeah. Okay. And then I've got 3 of the plain blue. Now, this one here is the best time to use your clips. So if you haven't got stocked up on your quilting clips, this is the time because this is an ideal one.
There may or may not be, I can't confirm or deny whether there might or might not be some of those in the mystery bag. There might be.
I wondered where you were going there, Ben.
There might be.
Right, so I've got all of these folded together, wrong sides together, so they're all the same size. So I've just laid it on the top like that, and then I'm going to take a plain colour.
Yep.
And I'm going to turn it round one way, one sort of side, and lay that one on like that. And see that one's laid over the top. And then I'm going to get the next pattern and I'm going to go around again. Oh, wrong way, that's it. So you can see how I want to be able to see a triangle. Oh, I've cut that one well, haven't I? I've got the bird right in the middle. I planned it. And then pop another one round. You can see all those triangles forming. Actually, I'm saying that, I'm going to turn it through so you won't be able to see them on this side. And then pop this one. Now, when we get to this one, we'll say, oh, hang on a minute, I've lost that bird there. So what you're going to do is lift that up and tuck that underneath.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like a little pinwheel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See what you're doing now.
And then
on.
we need this one here.
Yeah.
But obviously we need to tuck that under there. So at this point, I don't want everything to move. So this is where I'm going to clip.
Ah, I see.
Just so I don't want anything to move while I'm lifting that up. Oh, and that one. There we go.
So this, what you're showing us now, quite achievable for newbies as well.
Oh, definitely.
Quite a nice first project, potentially.
Definitely, because you're going to cut those, cut your shapes out of your fabric.
Yeah.
There we go. So we've got a lovely design there. I'll just clip that one in there like that. Now, this is the trick. What we're going to do now is we need to sew all the way around the outside and turn it through. And what will happen is we'll actually turn it through this centre bit here.
Right.
Which is going to look a little bit weird.
Yes.
It sounds weird, but it works. But what I need to do is put a backing on. So that one that I cut before is going to go on the back. Like that. And then I'm going to stitch all the way around here. So really, we've got this bit of stitching, Ben, and it's done.
Wow.
This little mat. And you can do this with any size. I've actually done this with triangles as well. Obviously, you'll have 3 sides. So you've got 6 sides because Hexagon's 6-sided. Absolutely works great. So I'm just going to go at the machine. I'm just going to use my standard 1/4 inch, what I usually use. And I'm just going to stitch all the way around the outside.
I'm still watching these shows, taking note of these shows, because I've still got my sewing machine. I've got to be honest, I've done a few repairs with it, but I haven't done a lot else. But the plan is, once we move up this way and I get a bit more time, the plan is then to really kind of get stuck into it. And yeah, Johnny, took the words right out of my mouth. Might just pop along to one of Bernie's classes, because your classes are back on now, aren't they, up around this way?
Oh, Ben, do you know, I've only ever had ladies at my class.
Really?
So you'll be the first man that I've had at my class. There you go.
I tell you what.
And it's in Newton Aycliffe as well, just round the corner from here.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What do you have, like, sort of different levels of expertise classes, or are they all beginners?
Well, to be honest, as long as you've done a little bit of sewing, you'd be absolutely fine. There might be the odd one that I would say maybe not quite as your first main project.
Yeah.
But I'd be able to let you know what I'm doing and which ones I think would work for you. Yeah. Oh, that'd be brilliant. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'd be well up for that. We should. I'm definitely going to do that.
Yeah.
What nights do you have your classes?
I'm going to tell all my girls. They'll be watching anyway. They'll be watching now, and they'll be all excited.
How many do you get in a class?
Well, this week I had my biggest class so far.
Yeah.
I actually had 14.
Blimey.
My little feet, because we're in this like community centre. So I was walking, with the COVID obviously, we all really well spread out.
Oh, so you've got further to go around the hall.
So, yeah, but it was brilliant. It was brilliant. We've started making a quilt once a month. So we'll do a section of it every month. So it was the first one this week. There's actually 15 booked on, but one lady was on holiday, but she's still booked for the kit because she didn't want to miss out, bless her. So yeah, so that would be good. Right, I've turned this over, Ben, and I'm just looking at where it's shifted a little bit. And the reason why it shifted is because I was sewing through so many layers. What I should have done was have my walking foot on. I'm going to show you how we use that later on. So I should have put it on. So if that happens, all I'm going to do is sew from this side and just sew along there, just to so it's not so close. So I'm not going to unpick. You don't need to unpick, because it's got where I've understitched, if you like. It's gone. It's like that'll be in the seam.
Have you found then, with your classes back on, have a lot of people like rediscovered or taken up soft craft and sewing, do you think, over the last year or so?
Oh, massively. I've had quite a few new people join in as well. And a lot of people online as well that I speak to online, the amount of people who have, they'll say I've had a sewing machine given, or I've had it for years in the cupboard and I've never used it, or, you know, it was my mum's and stuff like that. And it's amazing how many people have taken, and crafts in general, through COVID. I think it's helped so many people, hasn't it?
Absolutely right, yeah.
Right, so I've now stitched all the way around. I'm now going to find the centre part, and I'm going to turn it through. And what will happen is we'll have that lovely fabric on the back, with all of the foliage on.
Yes.
What was that big word you said before, Ben? Was it birds?
Lepidopterist.
Yeah, I can't
think that's
say
somebody. That is right, isn't it? Please, can you check that, Johnny? Because I would hate to think that I'm using the wrong word. I think lepidopterists are people who study butterflies.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I was with Becky, and we were talking about the, is it the starlings that do that, that make the formations? Murmuration?
A murmuration?
Well, I couldn't say that the other week.
You just did?
I just did, because I've been practising.
What?
But I couldn't say it on the show.
So what? Sorry, lepidopterist is the word for butterflies. People who study butterflies. But what? So what is a murmuration to do
So
with
the
starlings?
murmuration is this when the starlings do the formation flying in the sky. You know, all the swirls.
Yeah.
Because we had some fabric on that looked like that, and Aycliffe's really well known for having that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Newton Aycliffe, the home of murmurations.
There's all sorts happening in Newton Aycliffe.
I know.
My class is everything.
That's why I'm moving here. That's why I'm moving here. I heard of Bernie's classes, murmurations.
Yeah.
I mean, what more do you want?
Exactly. So I've finished. Look at this. So, and there's my little birdie there. And then what you could do is you could curl this fabric back and stitch it to make a different design. But I quite like it like that. I've just poked all the corners out. To be honest, it doesn't really need much of a press because I haven't really done a lot of it. And then on the other side, you've got that there. It's quite thick because it's 4 layers of fabric there, but you could put some insulating wadding in there, make it like a nice, like a pop mat or something like that. You could make the smaller ones and make them into little coasters, and that's really flat. Here's the test. There we go.
Hey, there we go.
So it is really flat to make a smaller one and have it as a coaster.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was something really nice, and it's a nice quick project to do because sometimes you don't want to do a big quilt or have to think about it. This one's really easy, and like I say, you can do this with the triangle ones as well. You only need 3 then.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's my first one. I love shape cutters.
I love shape cutters.
I love them.
But again, really, really super quick, nice and easy to follow, right? So even if you are quite new to all of this, it's nice and easy to do. And actually, the fact that you are getting the shape cutters on a buy one, get one half price deal is really just brilliant. These are the 2 that Bernie used if you want to use this as your buy one, get one half price deal. So here is your Hexagon, and of course that will cut you 2.5 up to your 8.5 inch hex. And then the second one, or the first one rather, which Bernie used was your circle. Again, that cuts from your 4 up to your 9 inch circles and semicircles as well. So if you like those 2 together, $19.99 or $24.95, and then the second one you will get half price, and of course double points on those 2. And yes, thank you, Johnny, because it's our members event and you're spending over £10 or $10, you'll get a free gift as well. Oh, we are spoiling you today. Now, very quickly, let's just show you all of the new fabric that we've got on the show as well, which is proving really, really popular indeed. The Dashwood Studios Avery. We've got the different designs for you. So this is your Nature's Black, $6.99 or $10.49 is the price per half metre. We've got that in the white as well. And again, you can see that these all work beautifully together. They all match up wonderfully. I think the white is my favourite of those 2. I just like how the designs pop off the fabric a lot more. Really, really gorgeous. Again, that is $6.99 or $10.49. Staying on the birds theme, the floral birds proving the most popular. Again, absolutely beautiful is that. £6.99 or $10.49. Next up, staying on the birds theme, is the Birds Blue. What was the name you said of this again? I've forgotten it already. Sashiko.
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 Yeah.
Sashiko.
Yes.
Sashiko. There you go. I'll concentrate next time. $6.99 or $10.49 again per half metre. This one here is the one that we saw Bernie cutting with it was the circle, wasn't it, a few moments ago? The dandelion pink. Again, absolutely stunning. And last but by no means least, again, you saw this in the Hexagon demo just there as well, the gorgeous butterflies. All of these brand new, all of these flying out the door, £6.99 or $10.49 is the price per half metre, and all of these on your double point deal as well, with it being our members event. Now, something else which you are absolutely loving, it's a mystery, it's a mystery. The mystery bag, do you remember that song? Do you remember that? Who sang that?
Toya. Toya Wilcox.
How did you know that, Johnny? You big Toya
Our
fan, eh?
era. That's our era, Ben.
Eh?
Our era.
Oh, yeah, it was.
music.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that Johnny knew it.
We'll ignore Adam's comment there, Ben.
You're not too young for Toya, Adam, are you? How old are you, Adam? 32?
Oh, I'm going home. I'm off.
Oh, dear. These youngsters, eh? So, the mystery bag. How old? Adam 31 or 32? Oh, you're 31.
But he thinks he's 32. You don't make yourself older, Adam. No. You don't. Not yet. When you get a bit older, then you do. You start knocking the birthdays off as you're going backwards.
Or you get to a certain point, like my granddad, it doesn't work all the time, but you know, once you get to say like 52, for example, you just used to switch the numbers around. 25.
Yeah. Or plus VAT.
Plus VAT. Oh dear. Anyway, we've got possibly for the first time ever, Softcraft mystery bag. Now, the great thing about this, well, there's many great things about this. First of all, it will come to you with 50 bonus points, which is an absolute winner, right? You're also going to get double points, which is amazing. Because it's the members event, you're going to qualify for your free gift because this is over that £10 or $10. And of course, the value of the bag is amazing. It's over £92, over $122. You don't pay that today. You pay just £30 or $40. Platinum members, forget about that, £24 or $32. Now, I'm just going to give you a few little sneaky peeks. I've already given you one little sneak peek in there that you've got a bag making die. So that one there, right, I'll just show you again in case you missed it. If you've just joined us, this is going to be in the bag. And every bag, by the way, you will get this. So if you do buy more than one bag, you will receive duplicates. However, that's not always a bad thing. But basically, the way this works, right, so that on any normal day, worth £30. So that's the value of your bag, basically. So everything else that you're getting in here is free. Like, for example, how many more shall I show you? Your Bonnie purse die, that's in there. Worth £11.99. Shall I show you a couple more? All right, now these really caught my attention because I don't think I've seen these before. These are the snazziest pair of scissors I've ever seen. Look at those. Oh, Johnny's just gone, they're never in stock. So that's why I've probably never seen them before. Oh, Bernie's got hers, look. How are these so snazzy? These are 10 quid apparently.
These are fab. So these are applique cases. They're great because they've got a curved edge on them.
Yeah.
If I do it that way, you probably see better on the overhead. Yeah, you can see there that they've got the curved edge. So when you're clipping something, we just grab, if you're clipping a thread, you've got less chance of snipping your fabric if you've got that curve on. And if you've got intricate cutting round an applique shape, these are perfect. So yeah, they're great. And they like rainbow dipped.
Oh yeah?
So they look really snazzy as well, don't they?
They've been dipped in a rainbow.
Yeah.
Curved scissors dipped in a rainbow.
Well, the unicorn was watching.
Yeah, well, the unicorn was watching. These scissors may or may not have been dipped in a rainbow whilst the unicorn was watching.
But yeah, that's the technique. They say the rainbow dipped. That's the technique. There's like a little hook on the end that holds it, and then they get dipped in
the rainbow,
and it comes back out. Does and that's how the
does the unicorn dip them in there?
The colour, yeah. Yeah.
One more from the bag. That's in there too.
I love the panel dies.
Worth £11.99. There's still another 1, 2. There's another 3 items in. I'm not going to show you any more for now. I'm not going to show you for now. So all of that is included. These are going to fly out the door. They are flying out the door. 50 bonus points with that as well.
The good thing, Ben, about them, you know, is if you may already have a couple of the dies, but especially that panel die, if you want a double cut. Yeah. So your speed, so like we have the builder block, and we brought out the builder block expansion packs that you can use separately or you can use them together. It's getting that speed. So if you are doing a lot of cutting, or time is of the essence for you, you know, you can get them all on your plate and do double cutting, which is great. Yeah, no, that is such a great idea, isn't it? If you have got a lot to do, it might well be worth getting duplicates, or you know, if you're particularly generous, you've got friends as well who are soft crafters, you can keep the duplicates, pop them in a little present drawer and give them away as gifts. Now, I'm so pleased that we are going to do this next little bit. It's kind of going to be like a little mini masterclass, I think, of sewing machine feet, because
These days, in this day and age, there are so many different feet for your sewing machine, and it can get a little bit confusing as to what you're supposed to be using and when. So Bernie is going to take us through all of these in a little bit of a mini masterclass, if you like. We've got two options for you here. We'll come on to the quilting machine feet set in just a second, but this is your sewing machine feet set, right? So it's £27.99 or $34.96. 10 different feet in total in here, and I'll just read you a few, okay? So you've got within this your overcasting foot, you've got your border guide foot, you've got your gathering foot, you've also got in here your 1/4 inch foot, your blind hem foot. There's 10 of them in here, and I think rather than me trying to second guess what all of these do, let's go over to the expert in just a few moments' time to take you through all of these and tell you why you need them in your life. So that is the sewing machine feet set. This next set, now I know something about this particular set. This quilting machine feet set includes this bad boy here. Now that bad boy, we were chatting beforehand, can cost up to £50, right? Your walking foot is included in this set. You're paying £27.99 or $34.96, and also in here you're going to get your walking foot, you're also going to get your binding foot and your embroidery foot as well. So that one alone, just to get your walking foot, I think is an absolute steal of a deal, saving £12 or $14.99. But let's chat about them all with our Bernie. I mean, that's right, isn't it? They can be really expensive, can't they?
They can. I mean, we say £50, they can be upwards, depending on your machine. Because with some machines, higher end machines, if you like, the more expensive machines, and certain makes, you have to buy their own make.
Oh, I see.
But a lot of machines will take the universal ones, which is, most of us have the ones that'll take the universal ones. All of my machines, bar I've got a semi-industrial one at home that needs specialist feet.
Yeah.
But all of my other domestic ones, these feet will all fit on. And yet this one here is, I mean, that's probably worth for the whole lot. Even if you bought both sets, you could just pay that for this one particular foot. So I'm going to go through and show you a few of them, but I'm going to go through each one quickly and show you a little sample of what they do.
That'd be great.
Because I know we don't get often a lot of time to show on these. So this quilting set one, so the first one we're talking about, this is it here. This is the walking foot. So if you haven't seen a walking foot before, it will look rather clunky, and you'll think, oh, well, you know, that's there's a lot of things going on there. And then what happens is there's a little lever on the top. Now, some of them, it might be a claw, like a little hook. So either it's the same foot, it's just different manufacturers, you know, some have a hook, some have a bar. And what happens if I move that, can you see that there's little feet, the little white feet there moving, and they're your little sort of your grippers to grip your fabric. So when your fabric's going through the machine, normally you've got the feed dogs underneath, and they'll pull your fabric through as it's going through your machine. When you've got the walking foot on as well, those top grips also grip at the same time, so it takes everything through at the same time. So you know, when I was doing this one and I'd gone off because I'd gone through so many layers, had I had my walking foot on, it would have took all those layers through at the same time. And the other thing as well, now this happened, there was a lady at my class actually asking, they weren't sure how to put their walking foot on. Yeah. So I'm just going to quickly show you how easy it is to put it on your machine. So if we look at the sewing machine, when you get to your sewing machine, you'll have your foot on your sewing machine, and you'll have some little lever, or you pull your feet off, it depends which machine it is, and then that foot will actually come off. So we've got that foot there. And what you're left with here is the ankle. And the black part that you can see on the machine, that's your shank. So you know when we talk about ruler feet and we'll say low shank or high shank? Yes. That's what it's talking about, this black section here. So obviously it's black on our machine, it might be silver on another machine. And there's always a screw in the side here. So what we want to do is just unscrew that, and we want to take that ankle off. Now, top tip from me is attach that back to your foot, because you've got less chance of losing that.
Good idea.
Than losing the two the 2 feet.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is pop that in my case there, so I'm not going to lose it.
Pays to be organised.
Yeah, it definitely does. So then on the machine here, we can see here we've got this little hook. So if I go there, you can see we've got this little hook here. That little hook has got to go around the shank. And you may need to unscrew a little bit. Sometimes you can take the whole screw out. It's easier if you can leave the screw in a little bit, but you'll get used to it, because when you first start doing it, it feels a little bit fiddly. So that little hook is going to hook around there, but at the same time, the little bar, see if you can see it. Yeah, if I point with a screwdriver, and then we can see what I'm going to do here. We've got behind here, we've got the needle bar, and that little hook or claw, if you've got a claw, needs to sit on top of that needle bar. There we go. There we go. So I've just give that a little wiggle, and now I've got that in here. I'm going to tighten that screw up. And what happens is, as the machine works now, that bar that's sitting over the top of the needle bar, because your needle's going to go up and down, it's going to move the bar up and down.
Gotcha.
Which is then going to move them top feet up and down. So you can see how it then takes all of the action in one go. So if I just grab a little bit of fabric, let me just that off there, and then what you're going to do is pop your work underneath, and then you can stitch. And can you hear it? And there we go, we can see that little bar moving at the back. And you see that bar moving up and down. And that's what's moving the walking foot. And that, now you can use this on lightweight fabric as well, because lightweight fabric's really slippy. So if you've got slippy fabric and it's slipping all over, again, because you've got that grip, extra grip on the top, and you've got the grip on the bottom, it's going to keep it together. So it's not just for thick fabric, it is for thin fabric and slippery fabric as well.
Perfect.
There we go. And that's the walking foot. And then to take it off, you're just going to do exactly the same in reverse. Just unscrew that screw on there. And then the it'll just unhook off there. I'm trying to do it so the screw doesn't come right out.
And our feet should fit most machines, right?
Yes. Most these will fit low shank snap-on feet. If your machine's a low shank and your feet that you have now are snap-on, that's going to fit on there. And then the other one in this set, quickly, what you get is the free motion foot, or embroidery foot, or darning foot. These can be called different things. And again, this one, you take that ankle off because you've got that little hook. The giveaway is if you've got a little hook and you've got no little bar for it to snap onto, that's the one. And that'll go on the same way. And this is the one where you would drop your feed dogs. So if you're doing free motion stitching, but they sometimes are called darning feet, because if you're darning, you are doing free motion. If you know, not that I can't remember the last time I really fixed anything on a machine that I did darning on, but you've got it there if you need it, but it's also free motion. And this bar here on the top, again, goes over your needle bar, and your needle bar lifts it up and down.
Got you.
So it's a sort of similar concept, although it looks totally different. And then the last one in this set, which is the one I'm going to demo, is the binding foot, or I was going to say binding tool, but it's not, it's binding foot. Now, if I just grab my fabric, so, say you were making a garment or an apron, or you want to put a trim on a pocket and you want to put bias binding or straight binding on the top. So you're going to have your binding double folded like that. Perfect for using for the strip rolls, because your strip rolls are 2.5 inches, and this binding that I've cut here is 2.5 inches.
Yeah, we've got loads of strip rolls on the show as well.
I love the strip rolls. Where's mine at? I've got mine here. I've got this one. Oh.
Which one's that one?
This is the Marvellous Merlot.
Oh, Marvellous Merlot.
Beautiful.
Do love a Marvellous Merlot.
Absolutely gorgeous. You get 18 strips in there, full length of your fabric, so 42 to 44 inches wide. You get 18 strips, 6 of each of the 3 colours. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic.
Perfect.
I love a strip roll. So what you would do normally is you'd put this on here and you'd maybe stitch one part on, and then you go on and stitch the other part on. Oh, that's too slow for me, Ben. So I'm going to use my foot and do it in one pass. There we go. So we like anything easy. Now, because this one is a snap-on one, I need that ankle. So you know the ankle that I put back away safe in here?
Oh, yes.
I need that back out. So I've took the other foot off. And I'm going to put the ankle back on. And again, it just slips under there, onto the side. And with your finger, top tip for me is at the back, and you see I've got my finger there under, I'm pushing that up onto the shank because I want it to fit properly, fully up to the top.
Yeah.
So I just put my, you don't have to force it, but I'm just holding it in place with my other finger. And then I've screwed that back on. So now I can use my snap-on feet, which are these ones, and you've got this little bar in the side there. So you can see the little bar. There we go, that way on. Right. I was a bit back to front on my camera there.
Can't be easy doing what you're doing back to front, upside down.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure I don't get my head into shot. You won't be able to see anything. Obviously now it's all right. But
I now appreciate as well how difficult it is your side. Sarah got me doing some demos on the 8 to 7 preview a while back. And, yeah, how many times I got my head into shot.
Into shot.
Yeah, Adam was going, Ben, head. Ben, move your head. Ben, get your head out of the way. So I appreciate how hard your job is.
Right, I don't know where I'm going to do a close-up on this one. I'm not sure where. I'm going to do it overhead and then see, Adam might be able to zoom in.
Okay.
So, we've got this foot here, and you've got a weird plastic bit on the top, on the front of it, with a screw there and measurements. And what that does mean is that if you screw this, it makes that narrower or wider, and that's where we're going to put the binding in. So, I've got my binding folded. You want the open ends to your left side of your foot, and you're just going to feed it into there. And if it won't feed in, it means that it's not wide enough, so I'll just make it a little bit wider. There we go. And if you make it too wide, you can then just reduce the size once you've got the binding in. And this, when you first do this the first time, remember the first time I ever used this foot, I thought, that'll never going to go in there. And it just a couple of times, and you think, oh, that's how it goes. There we go. So I've got the binding in there, and then I'm just going to then close that back up because I want that to be quite snug in there. There we go. And then and if you notice, I've got the foot off the machine. Now, you can do this with your foot on the machine. I find it easier doing it while it's off, and then take it to the machine and just clip it back on. And then I'm going to get my fabric, and now there's a groove here. So my fabric is then going to go in that groove, in there. There we go. And it's just, I'm ready for my nails to be cut. Ben, they're a bit long. They're a bit long now. There we go. So that's in there like that. And then again, your clips. So I'm going to pop a clip in there just to hold it. So if you can see it, it's going to go all the way in there. There we go. So I'm ready now to put this under my foot.
Brilliant.
I'll put my foot on, I should say.
Really busy for these, the quilting machine feet set. As we said, the value for money on this, again, is phenomenal. The fact that you're getting that walking foot in there for that price alone. You know, as we said, you might pay £50 and upwards for that. For one, we're giving you that plus the 2 others in here as well, including this binding foot. £27.99 or $34.96, and double points for you as well, and a free gift for you too, and a partridge in a pear tree.
We're getting all sorts, aren't
we?
You
are. Seriously. Last day of it.
Once I've got this in and I've dropped the needle to hold everything in place, I'm now just adjusting that again so I get it lovely and snug. And then you can see that it's raised up a little bit. So I like to hold this up a little bit so you're not pressing it onto your machine. And I've just lengthened my stitch. And we're just going to go along, just make sure I've got that in there. I mean, you can clip it all the way along if you want to, but you know, I like to go gung-ho.
And I suppose, I mean, you're going quite quickly. I was about to say the trick here is to go quite slowly, but you just whizzed it through there, so I'll shush.
Yeah, that's me. There we go. Oh, so I've got, it's usually Sarah or Leanne I get wrong. They'll say, I know Bernie's been at this machine, so I know if they're going to use the machine after me.
Yeah.
I pop the speed back down.
Oh, really? So you left it on like super fast, and Sarah had a go, Johnny's just telling me, and it went all wrong, did it? Hilarious.
Yeah.
Stick it on fast, Bernie. Leave it on fast.
I kept away for a few weeks. I didn't really. I didn't. Bless her. So there we go. Look at that. So now we've got that perfectly stitched there. You can move your needle position so it can go closer to the end if you want. But then if I turn over and we look on the other side, I've just got a little thread caught in there. Ignore that little bit of thread loose there that I've got caught in. There we go. On the other side, it's stitched it both at the same side.
Great.
But I would, if I was doing that myself, I'd move the needle a little bit left just so it gets nice and near the end. But then, like I say, if that's like the front of a pocket or something that you want that trim on, absolutely perfect, and you can just put it through in one pass. So that's that set of feet. So I'm going to quickly go through.
Oh yes, please.
The other set, the sewing machine set.
It'll be a bit speedier this because there's 10 in here, isn't there?
I know. I'll have to go super quick, won't I?
Is this pretty much though every foot in this sewing machine set? Pretty much every main one that you'll ever need.
Pretty much. You can get other ones, but these are, when we looked at these, we looked at a good range across the board for people to get a lot of use out of them. So we've got a nice, lovely little board here.
Oh, here we go.
With them on, look at this, really good. So we've got the 10 feet in here, and I'm just going to go through them. The first one is a pin tuck foot, and what that one has, it has little grooves on the underside. If I get the one out of here, there we go. You can see there, it's got little grooves.
Oh yeah,
see
you can see now.
With the light, you see the little grooves in there.
Yeah.
Now, for that foot, what that does is you're going to use your twin needle on your machine. And I've just got this here. Let me turn it this way around. You're going to have your twin needle on your machine. And I know it's not feel-o-vision, but this is all raised. So you know, Daisy might have some clothes, Ben, or you might have shirts with like pin tucks in them, stitched in.
Oh, like
that's the foot.
Like on like dress shirts as well, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so that's what it is. And you can see here where we've done it on here is a decorative pattern. Just one plain piece of fabric, but the stitching is showing the design on it. So that's the pin tuck foot.
Brilliant.
So the next one we've got is a rolled hem. Now the rolled hem has like a little bit of a swirl on here, and this is mainly used on thin fabrics. Scarves is my first one that I think of when I think of rolled hems. Thin like chiffon, georgette fabric on blouses. If you look at the hem, it'll have,
yes.
In fact, has mine got
Have
one
you got
on
there?
No, mine hasn't got a rolled hem on this one. Yeah, no, this one hasn't got a rolled hem. But I'll show you this scarf that has one on. So the rolled hem, what it does is it wraps the fabric round as it's going through the foot and tucks all the raw edges inside, and then it'll do a straight stitch all the way along. So it's perfect for your lightweight fabrics.
Brilliant.
Finish it off, because you don't really want to do a double fold with it like a 1/2 inch hem or something on a scarf. So that's what that one's for. So that's your rolled hem. Then you've got your overcasting foot. Now the overcasting foot, what there is, that coordinates with stitches on your machine. Now the stitches on your machine will look a bit like a zigzag with a running stitch down the side of it. And what that's going to do is down the edge of your fabric, so where you've got a raw edge, of fabric, say, and if we've got a little bit of fraying there, but when you're stitching all the way down, the little black arm that's sticking out there pushes all the frayed bits back in towards your fabric. The zigzag whips over it, so it's like an overlocking stitch, if you like, but on the sewing machine, and it tidies it all up and keeps it neat. So it's overcasting on the edge of it. So a bit like overlocking, but overcasting. So that's your overcasting foot. Then we've got the non-stick Teflon foot. So this foot itself is a white colour. And non-stick, because what can happen is on certain materials, like here we've got some PVC covered fabric. Yeah. A metal foot can sometimes stick on there. Now you can use your walking foot, but sometimes the walking foot might, because it's got that feet on, it might just mark the PVC. So you want a nice smooth foot. So the Teflon foot glides over that a lot easier. White on white probably wasn't the best choice there.
Where's it gone?
But there we go.
Oh, there it
is. But that just glides over easily.
Lovely.
So that's your Teflon. You can use that with faux leather as well. If you know, if you're struggling with your machine stitching faux leather, that's a great one to use.
Okay.
And then we've got the gathering foot. Now, I've got a lovely little apron here where we can see around the bottom that it's all being gathered.
Yeah, got you.
Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to physically do this on the machine, but I just want to quickly show you the concept of what happens with this one. Where's it gone? There it is. Let's go down to there. Now, on the foot, there's actually, if I get the blue fabric, it'll work. There's actually a groove in the foot, so a bit like that binding foot. There's a groove in there. Let me see that there's a groove. And that top one fits in. So what you do is unscrew your ankle, because it's got one of those little hooks on, pop it on your machine. Say you were doing a skirt, the piece that you don't want to gather, you want to put through that groove. The piece that you want to gather, you pop underneath.
I see.
Like that. There we go. And then what happens is, as you stitch along, this bottom fabric will all gather up.
Okay.
And the top one will stay straight.
That's really
clever.
So
if I bring that apron in, you'll see there that the blue one would stay straight.
Yeah.
And this is the one that gathers.
Really clever. Love that.
Yeah, so that's the gathering foot. Okay. And then next we've got the cordon foot. Now, I was going to demo this one, but I don't think we've got time, have we, Ben?
We've only got 29 minutes left. What's it called? The cording foot?
The cording foot,
yeah.
Okay. I'll just show you a sample, and I'll keep that demo for another day. So the cording foot, what the cording foot has on, it's a bit like, it has like a little overhang on the top that has 3 little grooves in the top. So we can see here, there's 3 little grooves, and that little lever lifts up. And what you do is you pop your cord underneath. I use embroidery thread. You pop your cord under there, and it goes under the foot.
Yeah.
Obviously, this foot's stuck down. Get under. There we go. It goes under the foot, and then what you do is you do a zigzag stitch. And when you do the zigzag stitch, with here we've got sequins and some braid.
Okay.
You do the zigzag stitch, and it stitches down whatever you're doing. So thin ribbon, wool. Brilliant if you've got loads of wool sitting in the cupboard to make a design. And we've got straight lines here, but you can do curves and shapes and anything you want on that one. So that's the cordon foot. Yes, I'll keep that demo for another day, because next time we on Ben, if we've got the feet on, I'll do that one for you, because it was a little surprise for you.
Oh, thank you.
You'll have to wait longer now for the surprise.
I'll have to come back on another Sunday.
And then we've got the invisible zipper foot. So with a machine, normally you get the standard zipper foot with a machine. But with an invisible zip, what this does, it stitches it closer.
Yeah.
So you can use the concealed zips, which we sell on, you'll find them on the website, the concealed zips on a roll. And what that means is that it's really close, so if you've got a matching colour to your garment, you're not going to ever see it. Predominantly on clothes, a lot of ladies' clothes, you'll find invisible zips on trousers or skirts. You'll find it where it's flush so you don't see it. So that's going to help you with that.
Okay.
And then your 1/4 inch foot is brilliant. Now, if you're doing patchwork and quilting, 1/4 inch foot is great. Again, it's got, well, I call it a flange, and I did Google that, and it is the correct term.
Right.
For it, my girls at my class laugh at me when I call it that.
I don't know why.
And what that is if you've got your needle in the centre position on your machine, from the actual edge of that to the needle, where the needle's going, it is exactly 1/4 inch. So you've got that guide. So when you're putting your fabric through, you're going to butt it up to the side of that. Similar like with the overcast foot, we had the little black one in the centre, like a guide. That's going to keep you having a 1/4 inch seam that's accurate. And then we've got the blind hem foot, which you'll see these a lot. Curtains are the best place to see your blind hem. Clothes have it on as well, but it's where you have like a few little running stitches and then a V, and the V jumps over to catch it in. And when you look at the other side, you would use a matching thread, and you won't be able to see this on here because we've used a pretty matching thread.
Okay.
You're going to have you'll have a little, it's like a little pin dot of thread you'll see along. So if you have a look at your curtains at home, that's the main place you're going to see a blind hem.
Love this.
Used on the bottom of trousers and skirts.
Oh yeah, I'll have a look at me trousers.
And then last but not least, it's the border foot guide. Now the border cut guide is great for getting equal lines on a project. So I've got this placemat here. I'm going to show you. It's actually done on the pattern side, but I think you'll see better on this side. You can see how we've got all of those diagonal lines equal. Absolutely equal between each other. And that's because we've used this. So you stitch one line on down the centre, and then you use the lines on, like it's like a grid. You'd line up one of your rows of stitching with this line, and then that's going to give you that equal distance between each two.
Got ya.
So that's the border fee guide. So, I mean, the price is phenomenal, and I know we don't get to have them on very often. And when I saw that we had a chance of having them on, I said, please, can we do them? Because it's really good for people just to get a little bit of an overview on them. And I say, at these feet, I mean, you're looking at least £8 a foot.
Seriously?
£8 a foot you pay for to go get. So what's that, £80 for 10?
Yeah.
Well, that's not even looking at the quilting ones with that walking foot, you know, £30 to £50 on average you can pay for one of those. So you're getting a lot in there. And I say they are going to fit your low shank machines that have the snap-on feet. These are all going to fit. And I say they fit all of mine at home, all my domestic machines at home. They will fit. So it is a really, really good set. And the bonus is that you're getting them in the storage case as well. So you're not going to lose them. You're going to keep them all together in their little homes.
That was a brilliant little mini masterclass, wasn't it? And I tell you what, again, one of these shows worth saving. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, of course, you can subscribe. You probably already are subscribed. Save this show, because that is a great little bit to come back to if you ever get a bit confused. These are proving really popular because I tell you what, there'll be loads of soft crafters out there right now who will want to jump in and grab these because they will have a use for each and every one of them. But if you are just starting off again, how great that you've got all 10 of those feet in there. You're not going to use potentially all of them right away, but you've got them there for when you need them. And if you're talking about potentially around about £8, as Benny was saying, per foot there, you're getting all 10 for £27.99 or $34.96. That's bonkers, isn't it? You're not even paying that if you're platinum, and you're getting double points as well. Definitely worth going for. And the other one to look at too, of course, is the quilting feet set. And as we chatted about, that walking foot in there alone is more than the value for money right there. $27.99 or $34.96 is the deal on that one. Again, less your platinum, double points as the final day of our members event. And of course, you qualify for that free gift too. Now, we chatted a little bit about the strip rolls as well. We have got the various colours for you too. So let's just quickly show you all of these. Absolutely gorgeous. Your pretty pinks. So 18-piece fabric roll in here. Again, all of those different colours, which are absolutely gorgeous. £13.49 or $15.25 is the deal on these. So 18 pieces in each roll. So that one there is your pretty pinks. Next up, we have got your ocean waves. Again, if I just spin this around and show you the different colours. So it's 3 different colours, 6 of each in there. And as I say, 18 in total, approximately 2.5 inch by 43 inches, 6 centimetres by 110, 100% cotton as well. $13.49 or $15.25, I should say. Next up are your brilliant blues. I think that one's my favourite. Bit of a sucker for blues. I like that. $13.49 or $15.25 for those. Then we've got the glorious greens. Again, if that takes your fancy, £13.49 or $15.25. And then producer Johnny's favourite is the marvellous Merlot. Again, all of these great value for money. 18-piece strip roll for $13.49 or $15.25. Double points, as I say, on all of these as well. Oh, and also we've got a fat quarter bundle for you too. Let me find that. 15 fat quarters. Now, as I said, this is your essential plains. You've got basically 15 different colours in here. If you want to go for the bigger fabric, half meters, we've got all of the colours available that we put in the fat quarter bundle, but then you've also got whites available for you as well. But in this particular bundle, I mean, there's loads. There's your coral, there's merlot, there's powder pink, you've got emerald in there, greens, you've got your glorious green, grass green, your deep ocean in there, sea foam, hot pink, your flamingo pink, you've got your navy, your brilliant blue, sky blue as well. And as I said, all those colours available for you in the half meters and also in black and white on the website. But that bundle itself, great value again, saving 10%, £31.49 or $35.95. Again, qualifies you for your free gift. Again, you're going to get double points on those as well. Last 20 minutes or so, and of course we need to bring to you our Save a Stitch deals here on the Softer Side of Life. We have got some absolute crackers coming up for you, like the Builder Block double wedding ring set. Low stocks on this one, low double figures if you want to jump in and grab this. £39.99 or $50.99 is the deal, saving £30 or $38.96. We'll bring some of the other Save a Stitch items to you before the end of the show, but do get ahead. You can see all of the items that we've got for you on the web, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk or .eu. We've got the Builder Buddies back on the show as well, which hopefully we will have time to show you in just a few minutes. Hang on a minute, Bernie's disappeared. Where is she?
I'm here, Ben. I'm hiding. So the thing is...
Are you behind there?
I'm behind here with the double wedding ring.
Look at that.
This magnificent quilt, I think, just says it all of how wonderful this die set is. Isn't it amazing?
Can you just hold it there a bit longer?
I know, I keep hearing that. I mean, I'm thinking my arms are all right at the minute.
Adam's just trying to get the shot. Can you just keep it there a little bit longer?
Let me know when I can take it down.
A little longer. A little bit longer.
You're getting all of this. I'm going.
I think they're teasing you. There she is.
Here she is. Isn't it magnificent?
Yeah.
The effect. And this is what a lot of people, when they start doing patchwork and quilting, or they want to make a quilt, you'd be surprised at how many people go, I want to make a double wedding ring as their first quilt. And some people do it, and they do it fantastically, but they'll have probably used templates because they won't have had the builder block. And to be honest, I don't even think I would have attempted this with templates, because you've got to have the accuracy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is one of the downsides, but it's not, because you're going to take your time and enjoy it. But like I showed you that big quilt, we're going to go from one extreme to the other, and we've got one panel, which is the cushion. Yeah. And this is it. So you've got different sizes in here, so you can make a 6-inch, an 8-inch or a 12-inch block. So this is 4 6s put together here, and then you're getting that 12-inch block, and you get the design. And where you're going to choose your different colours is going to make your design change as well. But then, going from the other extreme, this is a bag.
That's not made with the...
This is a bag made, if I stand it up, you can see it better. It's made with the double wedding ring, look.
Are you joking me? That is so completely different.
Yeah, how fabulous is that?
I love that.
I got so excited when I saw this in the...
oh yeah, you can see it
in
now,
the sample box.
On the sides and around the top. Yeah.
So this was made by Anne Robinson in the team. So brilliant, Anne, if you're watching, because that is absolutely stunning. And what a different idea as well. Again, to show you it's not just about making quilts. You know, you can diversify. So what you're getting in here is, if you haven't used our builder blocks before, what it is, it's a full box system with the, say with here you can make 6-inch, 8-inch or 12-inch finished blocks. You get all of the pieces inside. Let me just lift this one out. And you're getting what we call the roadmap on the top. So what the roadmap does, so here's all your dies inside, and it tells you which one. So this is the large square, the medium square, the small square, the median arc, the small melon, the large melon. So when in the booklet, when it says to you, you want the large square, the large arc and the large melon, you can follow this to get your pieces that you need. And then in the booklet itself, it gives you all the details of how best to cut them, how to lay them on your fabric, some top tips to sew them together. And then it gives you the actual physical design and tells you how many of each piece that you need and colours. But we've obviously done it two-tone in the booklet for you to see. You then get your step-by-step on how to join them. However, the bonus in this one is if you go to the back, you get a load of grids, which you can photocopy and colour them in.
Brilliant.
So you can do that and make up your own design. And like all of the products that we've got here on the show today, anything that you want to make as gifts, brilliant. For yourself, brilliant. For to sell, even better.
Love that.
Absolutely brilliant. So this is great. Now, it's nice to see it in paper form, but I've just got a few here that I've already stitched. I'm going to show you how basically you would put them together. So you're going to cut your pieces out. And we've got, this is our arc here, and we've got the melon. And the first thing you're going to do is stitch them together. Now, I know we haven't got a lot of time today, but I know I'll do curves again in the future, and we've done them on previous shows. So if you look back for when we've had curves on the show before, you'll see how we stitch it together, and that will fit perfectly.
Yeah.
So once you've got that stitched like that, it's going to end up like that. And then your other pieces, if I get the book as well, just so you can quickly see that while I put it together. There we go. There you go, you can see the design that we're making there. And then you've got these little blocks that would fit on the corner of each one. And then you'd have your other one of that. And you can think, oh, well, what do I do? How do I do that? So what you would do is sew that to that.
Yep.
So you've got a straight edge. Dead easy. Straight edge there, straight edge there. And then again, you'd fit that one into there like that. And then the last one, you've got your two corner pieces, which once these are stitched together, they will fit against the arc. And then, if I should have done that bit of a I'll turn it around on the tilt, because then you'll see the square.
Yes,
you don't see the square at first, do you? You can't always see. And there's the square.
So it's the top quarter of the
yeah, so if I pop that along there we go, there's your square.
Yeah.
So that's all your pieces together. And then you're going to do as many as them as you need. But obviously, if you're only doing one block, you can then rearrange them whichever way you want.
Yeah.
Now, they don't have to go in the wedding ring.
Got a flower.
Where? You've got a flower.
That's awesome.
Exactly. But then you're turning them round to make that circle
Fantastic.
design. Yeah, and that's the double wedding ring. And honestly, it's really good. The thing is as well, when you're doing curves, top tip, if you haven't got any stock up as well, so I think we've got this on offer, haven't we, on the show as well, the Kalal textile glue is brilliant for, rather than pinning when you're putting your seams together, dab a little bit of glue on your seams, and then you can mould it into shape, and then you can stitch through that as well. So I think, are they on 3 for 2, Ben?
They are, yeah. We've got
3 for 2.
our adhesives, cardstock and paper stock. So that the adhesives obviously qualify on a 3 for 2 as part of our members event. Check it all on the web, as well as our Gemini machine accessories as well. They are on a 3 for 2, the final day of our members event. So take advantage of those deals. And this is, again, a brilliant system. The builder block system is all about that, giving you the speed, giving you the accuracy, and I think just giving you the enjoyment of actually creating with these as well, because it's less fuss, it's less faff. It just makes life so simple for you. If you want to go for the double wedding ring, which as Bernie's described, very, very popular, lots of people wanting to be able to create that design, look at the price today. You're saving £30 or almost $39, and it's just £39.99 or $50.99. And of course, you'll get your free gift, because it's our members event, because you're spending over £10 to $10, and you'll get double points on that as well, which is superb. Right, next up, the Builder Buddy collection. I absolutely love this. For those of you that know me, you will know that this really, really does appeal to my sort of childish sense of humour. What I love about this collection is you get the ability to make all of these different characters, but again, you don't have to, necessarily make the characters as is. You can take, different parts. For example, if you just wanted to use these and pop them onto things like T-shirts, I guess, and things like that, you've got the ability to do that as well, should you want to. But the joy is surely creating all of these different characters with ease. Now, what you're going to get with this with each and every one is your Build a Buddy base, okay? So this one comes with each and every one of the different characters. And the way that this works out is that you buy the base, you then get the accessories for free. That's the right way around, isn't it? Yeah. So Baxter, for example, is our little dungaree-wearing bear. So you get with Baxter the base, and then you get with him all of the bits and pieces for free. So the ability to pop together his little dungarees, the little pocket on there as well. He's even got a little heart there too. Multimedia dies, don't forget. $19.99 or $24.95. If you like the look of Baxter, hello, then I couldn't resist. Then you've got him. It looks like he's got one leg shorter than the other. It's just his dungarees are on the wrong way around. Right, there's Baxter. Next up, Chloe the cat. Again, you get the base. So the base is the same for all of the different characters, but then with Chloe, again, you get the ability to make all of the different bits and pieces. What I love about Chloe the most here is you're probably thinking, what's that in her pocket there? Little fish. You got little fishies, look, she's got little fishies in her pocket. Really, really super cute. And again, if you're looking to get the kids potentially into Softcraft, this is the kind of thing I think that they are going to absolutely love. So there's Chloe, £19.99 or $24.95. Now next up, I think everybody's favourite here in the studio is Digby the dog. So you get the base, and then of course you get all of the dies as well. To be able to pop Digby together. Now, Digby is, I think he looks a little bit like me because he likes a smart waistcoat, you see. I've got a lot of time for Digby. So there he is in his little smart waistcoat. And he also has, with this, his little bone as well. Look at that! He's got his little bone that he carries around with him, which is just the absolute cutest. So there is Digby the dog, woof, $19.99 or $24.95. And then last but by no means least, Ruby the rabbit. There we go, again with the base and all of the added elements in there as well to create Ruby. So who's your favourite? Ruby, Digby, Baxter, or who have I forgotten? Chloe, £19.99, $24.95. I want to take them all home. Are these easy to put together, Bernie?
They are so cute and so easy, Ben, aren't they? And also as well, you can mix and match them.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, we've got a little girly bear in the dungarees, but you could have a little glittery waistcoat as well. Yes. So you can swap and change if you get the set. But like you say, it's all about the base. You need to have that base with them, so that's why we've paired it all up so you can pick and choose which ones you want. And I've got a mixture of all the ones here, but I've got some different ideas just quickly to show you. I know I always have something with a hoop now because I love a bit of hoop art. Yeah. Look at the little bear.
This is what I was trying to describe. Yeah, so you can just use the template.
Yeah, so you've got that 2D effect, but actually it's really, really effective, isn't it? And then we've got a little dog ball mat.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Just decorated with that, the bone design there is all 2D as well, so that's absolutely fantastic. And then my favourite one has got to be this one with the rabbit, this blankie. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh, that's too cute.
With the little floppy ears.
That is very cute.
How cute is that? Isn't it really, really cute? You know, so that, and again, that's just using squares and then putting that design on the blocks with a couple of triangles on. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, so they're really easy to put together. You're going to cut all your pieces out for your base first, and then once you've got those cut out, you can start assembling the body. So you're going to have 2 pieces for the body, which you're going to put a little bit of stuffing in. The same for the legs, and the same for the arms. So you're building up that body base, if you like. And then when you get the accessories, who shall we do? Let's do Digby. There he is. There's Digby. So you've got Digby here. So then when you get Digby, you've got actually the die in here for his ears. So you can then put the ears on. Obviously the head is in the base set.
Yes.
And then you've got the little heart there that we've put on for his nose. And then we actually give you little ideas. Now, let me get my paper. Here we go. Right, so when you go online, and the link is on the packaging, you go online. I've got the one here for Ruby Rabbit.
Yeah.
And this is full instructions on how you make the head,
okay.
and the clothing that comes with it. Well, and the body. So you get everything in here.
This is just on the website, is it?
This is on the website, yeah.
Okay.
And on the front, it gives you an embroidery template, so it gives you an idea for the face. Because I'm not very good at drawing, I will admit that. Much better at sewing than drawing. So I'm thinking, well, how do I do a face? And you don't want them looking a bit scary, so... So you've got whichever one you choose, and I've got all of the heads here, of all the different ones that you can do. There's a little rabbit with his ears, look. There you go. So you've got all the different heads, and then, like I say, we give you the idea for to do the face if you're unsure how to do them. And then you start assembling them. So you're going to pop the legs in the bottom, and again, this is all in the instructions. And then you're going to do a little bit of, just a little bit of hand stitching. You could actually machine stitch across there. If you just make sure you don't stuff right to the end, you could do a little bit of a machine. And then with the arms, you're going to hand stitch those. Now what you could do is use some little buttons from your stash. Put little buttons on there, and they'd be moving. You could have it so you've got moving arms.
Oh, I love that idea.
That would be quite good.
It would be good.
And then obviously lastly you're going to put the head in, and again you're going to stitch around, and then you're going to follow the instructions to make the clothes. And like I say, if you get more than one set, remember you can double cut. So those body bases you can double cut. You can have a big family of them, couldn't you? But the bit I love to show is this bit here, especially for the girls. If you use two-tone fabric before you cut the legs out, you could have where she's got little tights on.
Brilliant.
And these are her little feet. Or she might want to be a little ballerina. So she's got little ballerina feet.
Love it.
Or then for the bear, and you could do this on the arms as well, you could have where he's got little felt. This is felt. So I'll stitch felt to just a bit of calico and do that. And you can make these out of felt as well. So you can do them out of felt, or like I say, doing that 2D effect on projects. And appliquing them onto all your products would be absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so they're our favourite little buddies, Ben, aren't they? Our little builder buddies. They're absolutely fantastic. But like I say, whichever one you go for, I know you're going to love them.
I kind of want to take all of these home, but I love that idea as well, because obviously, like you said, we've named them, like, you know, Digby and Baxter and Chloe and Ruby, but yeah, you can interchange the different costumes that you got with these to create, you know, like I say, a little female bear or a little male rabbit, however you want to do it. These are brilliant. With each of the deals, you get the base free, you buy the base and then you get the added elements on top for free. £19.99 for whichever character you're going for, or $24.95, double points on those two. We are almost through the show. If you want to find more of the Sabre Stitch deals, they're all there for you on the website. And remember, this is a great day to take advantage of the deals, because phenomenal buys, members event, double points, free gift if you spend over £10 or $10. And that is also something that you're going to get with your mystery bag, which is proving ever so popular. The first soft crafts mystery bag that we can remember doing, it's phenomenal. The value is over £92 or over $122. You get it home today for £30 or $40. Platinum members pay £24 or $32. You get double points and another free gift on top. The bag is phenomenal, as I said. I've shown you, if you've been watching through the show, loads of sneaky peeks. This bag making die here is the value of the bag already, okay? So if you just got that, you paid £30 or $40, you're done. But then on top of that, as I've already shown you, we are throwing in so much more as well. And I know lots of you like to see what is inside the mystery bag. Some of you don't, so do close your eyes if you want to keep it a bit of a secret. But what I will say, as I just get out more and more of the goodies that you've got inside this never-ending bag, is that you have got the ability to buy more than one of these should you wish, but you will get duplicates. But that, as we've discussed on the show, is not always a bad thing. But look at that, for value for money. All of these goodies for £30 or $40, you've got to jump in and grab it. Absolutely, that is a need. That is a must. Don't miss out on that mystery bag. Also, don't forget, of course, all of the new fabrics that we've got on the show for you too. These have been proving very, very popular as well. Full range of new fabrics from the Dashwood Studios. You've got your Nature Black, you've got the gorgeous Nature White in there as well. I love all the designs with the floral birds. You've got more with the Birds Bloom. You've got the Dandelion Pink as well. And then you've got your gorgeous butterflies. Those are all new, $6.99 or $10.49, should I say, price per half metre. And you'll find lots of other fabrics on our website as well. That is almost it. Thank you so much. And Bernie, thank you so much. It's been lovely to catch up with you again. We mustn't leave it so long next time.
I know, it's just serious. Like, I can't believe it was 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I know I've had Becky, I've had Joe, and I'm thinking, when am I going to get Ben again?
I know.
But yeah, so we're back together for one day, Ben. So it's a goodbye from me. A goodbye from this little one, little Chloe.
And it's a goodbye from me, Baxter Bear.
Thank you. She started it. Big thank you to our Bernie. Big thank you to Johnny and Adam as well for steering the Good Ship Craft this morning. Last day of the members event. Lots to come here on Crafters TV. So take advantage of those deals. Get the double points. Get your free gift for spending over £10 or $10. Today is the last day, so get shopping. Shopping till you drop in. Thank you for joining us. I will be back with you tomorrow here on Crafters TV. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And thanks for joining us on Softer Side of Life. Bye for now.